Good afternoon, everyone, and today, I want to introduce you to the OpenSuse distribution. My first impression. It loaded for about 25 minutes, while when I allocated 700 megabytes of RAM for the distribution, it never booted. I had to allocate him a gigabyte. I wanted to swear for a very long time. Recently, I read on Classmates how two comrades discussed that Ubuntu has a very retarded 14th, eats a lot of memory. Yes, guys. You need to get acquainted with OpenSuse, and this system will make you, or rather your computers, squeal like a bitch on execution. So the menu has finally opened, and can I close it or not? You see, there's an indicator at the bottom, showing that there is still a download. I waited about 5 minutes for this menu to appear. Here. Well, what can I tell you? This is a tray. This is a panel, everything in principle. Oh, Dolphin is loaded, baby. I've been waiting for you for so long. This is a typical CD. They say that the best 400 is in the open. I do not agree with this, because the best CD has always been in Mandriva. He was licked, he worked fast and didn't lag like that, and didn't eat like a horse. Let's try to roll up the Dolphin. Well, someday it will roll up. Although everyone says no. It was in the OpenSuse that he curled up. It was in the open that the best some kind of CDs, the most licked. And on LoRa everywhere they will say that it was the OpenSuse. Russian company bought it, but I recently saw Rosa Linux. This is such a fork of Mandriva, which our Russian guys of the company purchased, and they're really are delicious sneakers. It got to the point that the CD developers themselves take some developments from the developers of Rosalie knows. I hope I can turn on the system monitors, see how much this thing devours. I'll try. Maybe the menu will still open. I'll click on the basis of it. Maybe you won't be lucky. So, if we had a greeting here. I remember, we used to have such a wind-up thing here. It is necessary to look at the old versions. You click on it, we have such a law my computer appeared. So, this is an info center. It's probably here you can see what equipment he picked up. Yeah. It even started loading. I don't even dream of opening a browser. I found fault with Linux Summon here in the last video with stuttering. Linux, to be honest, I will say that Linux is certainly many times better. Despite the fact that I do not have a weak machine on which I run this distribution. Despite the fact that everything worked well in the VirtualBox on the previous configuration which I set in the program. Here I had to increase everything, add video memory, add RAM, so that at least it started to run. And then, it didn't start until the end. How long have you been living, you tell me? Oh, and what about you? You can even transfer the widget. That is, here we have the same widget. If I now run under a smaller configuration, for example, Kubuntu, it will work quickly, without breaks. Well, but OpenSuse is certainly a monster. Debbie, he's a default compared to him of course, it's just a rocket. Yes, even to a Riot, or any other distribution on CD, will work much faster. Well, at least something will start. I think my address will be a lot of unpleasant, I promise it is written, but I would not put this distribution on my car. This is the end of my review.